Hey, what's going on? Scott Taylor with SanDiegoRealestateHunter.com. In this video, why don't we break down the most common questions and answers that I receive for the San Diego FHA Streamline Refinance. And to give you a little reminder, you already have an FHA mortgage or you're looking at potentially getting one in the very near future. So you're looking to refinance, lower your rate, hence drop your payment. I have some other videos that goes over the program highlights. Right now, we're going to go over some questions and answers, some secrets, and of course, some supporting documents. And let's get into the 5 most common questions and answers I receive on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis. Alrighty, number 1, can I take cash out when doing an FHA Streamline refinance? No, you can't take any cash out whatsoever when you do an FHA Streamline refinance. Okay, it's just rate and term only. There's no cash out. Question number 2. Can I pay for any closing costs with this and put it into the loan itself? Like you have a loan amount, there's some closing costs, you put it into the actual loan amount itself. Can you do that? No, the answer is no. Unfortunately, with an FHA Streamline refinance, there's 2 ways you can pay for closing costs on this. We can, obviously you can pay for them out of pocket. That means physically you. Or we could do what's called a lender rebate. Let's say you qualify at one rate. We actually do your rate a little bit higher. There's a difference there. That difference in rate, you get money on the back end. That money on the back end from the lender, we use to pay your closing costs. Or number 3, it's a combination of both, right? It's a combination potentially of you paying some money out of pocket, and we also use a lender rebate, and then that would get us to the goal that we want. Okay, question number 3. What is the maximum loan amount that someone can do right now? Okay, so let's look at San Diego. And let's look for a single family home, condo, or townhome, okay? The highest the most potentially that somebody can do right now is up to $701,500 loan amount. But keep in mind, it's not like you can be at $400,000 and then refinance up to $700,000. You would need to do a different loan. That'd be a cash out refinance or some other refinance. For a Streamline refinance, the highest we can go is 701. So if you were at like a 698 or a 690, a 685, whatever, but we can go up to a 701. Question number 4. Is there a limit to how many times I can do a Streamline refinance? No, there's no limit on how many times somebody that has an FHA mortgage, right? They have a house, they have an FHA mortgage. Let's say they keep it for years, right? 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, however long. Can you only do this once or twice or 3 times? The answer is no. As long as you qualify for some of those basic things that I've talked about in the program highlights, at least 210 days have passed from closing your past to your new, make it at least 6 consecutive payments, no missed payments, save at least 0.5% on your interest rate, so there's net tangible benefit, blah, blah, blah. As long as you meet those, you can do it as many times as you'd like. Obviously, I've worked with people who might have gotten it 10 years ago, and then they refinanced, several years ago. Then they refinanced a couple years ago, and then now because rates have dropped incredibly low, they might do it again. So every time they do it, they have to make sure that they meet all those little criteria, but they can do as much as they want. Okay, number 5 and last question. Credit score. So Scott, I've gotten this a lot that, hey, because we don't have to do appraisal, we don't verify work. Hey, I've read that credit score doesn't matter. Is that true? No, that's not true. Credit score does matter. The higher credit score you have, obviously the better and the lower your rate. There's some confusion that even on the FHA Streamline, hey, it doesn't matter. Now, there's lenders that will do it where your rate doesn't matter, but you get what's called a credit hit on your rate or a rate hit. So your rate's going to be higher than it would be if you have a better credit score. So long story short, hypothetically, theoretically, I've done it where someone's rate was so high and they wanted to refinance and their credit score dropped, but it still made sense. But for the most part, it makes the most sense when you have a higher credit score to have a lower rate. Okay, cool. That's it. So here's your steps to begin. Number 1, fill out my online application at scottsloanapp.com or go to my website and go to apply for a loan. Number 2, once complete, log back in, make sure that you finish up the application and you upload your basic needed supporting documents. Here's a cool thing with this one. You fill out the application. You take a picture of your driver's license with your smartphone. We need your latest bank statement. We need your latest mortgage statement, and HOA if you have an HOA. And we need your homeowner's insurance. That's it. It's called an FHA Streamline Refinance because it's much faster, quicker, and easier to do. That's it. If you have any questions whatsoever, shoot me a call, email, or text, and I look forward to chatting with you sometime soon.